Ready? Welcome to Nightshift, episode 21. My name is David. I'm with my host, Carlos and Will. And Jaffe is on vacation, so here he is.
Today we have Jordan.
A.K.A. Persia. A.K.A. What else do we have? I had a list.
We had another name too, didn't we? Yeah.
We have a list. I don't even know which one it is. You say you were nervous?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I've never been on camera before.
Okay, it's okay. No big deal. It's just us.
You're going to be famous after this.
Yeah.
She's like, please no.
You just don't know. This is episode 21. You know, we'll be famous here in a little bit.
Yeah.
You wait. So tell us what it is that you do.
I'm a dancer.
How long have you danced?
Almost a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What prompted you to start looking into dancing, or how did that happen? Tell us about that. Elaborate.
I wanted to be independent and, make enough money to move out on my own. So, waitressing wasn't cutting it.
Where'd you waitress at?
I waitressed at this Japanese restaurant in Asheville for about a year and a half.
Okay.
What is it called?
It's called, I forgot.
It's something in Japanese.
Arigato.
Yeah.
Sayonara. That's what you said.
It's like hibachi.
Oh, no. It's called Ito Ramen.
Okay.
Ito ramen. Okay.
Yeah.
And why wasn't it cutting? Now, Asheville's a pretty happening spot.
Kind of, but I don't know. It just wasn't really. It was a small restaurant, so.
So you met somebody that danced, and then they were like, "Hey, you should do this."
Kind of. I knew someone on social media that danced, so I was like, okay, I know they're making a lot of money, so let me go out and try it.
Yeah.
Start practicing at home beforehand, like
No.
big pole dancing classes, or
No, I kind of just jumped into it. I went on a Monday to a random strip club in Hickory, North Carolina.
yeah, okay.
Wow.
It was so ratchet, but I just pulled up on a Monday and I just went by myself and I auditioned and I got the job and I started working there.
Yeah. Did you go with a friend or just by yourself?
By myself.
Did you tell anyone you were going to?
No.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
So you went out of town, so you weren't even where you lived.
Well, I couldn't work where I lived because you have to be 21. So.
Oh, okay. So
How did you do that first day?
Walk us through that. Did you go with outfits or did you just show up?
Yeah.
So I went to a dancer store and I bought an outfit. It was kind of basic, but I don't know,
Okay, so you just got in your car and you just
Yeah,
here I go.
I
You just used Google clubs nearby, and that was the closest. And did you know anything about it?
No, nothing.
So you just whatever this is.
Yeah, it was the closest one that wasn't in Asheville. So.
Okay, and then what was your audition like? So you walked in, talked to the manager, and then what?
I got hired, and honestly,
They make you go on stage right away?
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was really drunk. That club, I'm not gonna lie, that club didn't
You get there drunk or you got drunk there?
I got there tipsy and I got more drunk.
And you were underage.
Yeah, because that club, it doesn't have any rules. So the whole time I worked there,
No rules at all.
West.
not
rules,
many,
yeah.
not strict. So I got there and I was
The horses out front.
What's it called? Anything Goes Cabaret?
pretty much.
The horse post out front.
Yeah. So the whole time I worked there, I was really drunk.
What were you thinking? What the fuck?
Not gonna lie, I wasn't really nervous. I don't know why, but
Yeah.
I just.
Oh, you were just buzzed up, so you're like,
Yeah.
Did you make any money? How much money did you make?
Probably 500.
Did somebody
It wasn't a
teach you
lot,
what you were
but-
supposed to do?
Not really.
Did you look it up somewhere, or
No, I just
did you
kinda
have
watched-
somebody shadow, or
I watched the girls on stage.
Okay,
So
and
I
then-
was just
you just what? You just go
I
up
mean,
to
I
some
knew how
guy?
to shake my ass a little bit. So.
It's not rocket science.
So was the
Then-
500 all at once, or was this a
No.
progression through the
It
night?
was probably
Yeah.
just the night.
So what was the most interesting thing that happened to you that day?
Is that the most money you've made up until that point?
Yeah.
So you're
Probably
like, oh
in
shit.
one
So
night.
it hooked you up immediately.
Yeah. So I definitely liked it. I was definitely.
Were you
gonna keep doing it.
strap up for cash? You gotta pay my rent, or how did
No,
that go?
I was still living with my mom.
Oh, okay.
Um,
You're just greedy.
yeah.
Did she know you were doing it?
Yeah, she's really supportive. She actually tried it out one time when she was younger, but it wasn't for her. So
Okay.
she's supportive.
Does she know you dance still?
Yeah, I think she told
So
me.
you're saying you're not really shy, so it didn't really phase you. You were not nervous.
I'm shy to an extent. not really like taking my clothes off is fine.
Okay, just talking. Yeah, you don't like talking.
Not really.
Well, thank you for being here because for not, if
Yeah.
someone doesn't like talking, to come on and tell
I
us.
told you we were trying to break you out of your shell. So how long did you dance at that place?
Probably 6 months, and then I started travel dancing.
Okay.
And I went to Greenville, South Carolina, and I danced there for about 6 months too. That's where I really started making money. I was making like $1,000 a night. It was like a good season to start in there. So.
And you saved it all, of course.
No.
What do you like to blow your money on?
Clothes, shoes, bags. I don't know. I'm not good at saving money, but I'm gonna start.
But you're good at making it, so that's good.
Yeah.
This guy always make more money.
So when you said you started traveling, how does that process? How do you search, or you just show up, or how does that work?
So really, every club I've showed up at, I've gotten hired, but you really just go and you look it up. Make sure it's not like ratchet. I made that first mistake.
How do you find out it's ratchet when you're looking it up?
Look at the ratings.
The reviews, but the reviews, they're not necessarily true.
That's true. I mean, I guess go and get a feel for it and see like what the vibe is like first.
The reviews by people that don't know are usually the guy that didn't get what he hoped to get. And
Yeah, they're always negative.
Yeah,
The positive reviews always get taken down. So,
yeah.
yeah, we had a little experiment. So like we asked a bunch of our guests, like, hey, please write reviews. We have a ton of people that love our place, right? Mm-hmm. And so we had a ton of reviews. It was like 20 or 30 within a week, and they were all good, and they were all from customers.
Really?
They all got taken down. Only the negative ones stayed up.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we tried to find out, and they were like, "Oh, there's too many reviews or something like that." They just literally, I think it's like they want the drama, or they want the
the
tea.
negativity
Like,
sells.
Negativity sells. The positivity, like nobody wants to hear the place is fucking great.
Right. Yeah. Right. Try the steak.
So then you kept traveling, and now here you are a year later. So how's your journey been so far? Are you loving what you do?
Yeah. So I just like moved here recently because I met a friend at the club, and she convinced me to come stay with her and work because I wasn't working consistently. So 2 days turned into like 3 weeks, and I just was like, let me apply for these apartments.
Okay.
And I just moved here.
Awesome. Now you're working consistently.
Consistently, yeah.
All right. So that's all the positive stuff. Now, is there any negative sides to what you do? Have you had anything crazy happen to you, or what's the craziest thing that's happened to you in your first year?
Not at this club I'm working at now, but at my first club, there was definitely some crazy things. So there was one time where I saw...
I love that. There was one time at band camp.
I sold a room, and it was the guy's birthday. And obviously, he had been, like, doing drugs all night. Like, you could tell he was fucked up. But he was like, hey, can I do a line off your ass?
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. He was paying me a decent amount. So he does the line, and I look over at him, and he's going blue in the face and, like,
Oh my
clutching
God.
his heart. So I'm like, okay. Like, he's about to die. But now he was fine. But, like, he definitely
was not fine.
He almost had a heart attack for sure.
It's blue.
How did he come back?
So what stopped?
So what happened?
What stopped the
Did you
death?
give him CPR?
No, honestly, he just came back on his own. I guess it was just a close call.
So did he do another line?
He kept going?
No, I mean, probably later
How do you
on,
do a
but,
line of a girl's ass at a club? I'm trying to picture this. Are you like laying down or something?
like there was couches, it was dark, and honestly, the management wasn't paying much attention. Like,
Okay.
They don't really have many rules there. So.
Yeah. That's cool.
Well,
Were there any
I've
rules?
never done a line of anybody's ass.
Loose,
I don't do
loose
lines.
rules.
right.
VIP only.
Wow. I've had a customer go to the hospital before.
Really?
Yeah, right from the club. Yeah, it was pretty interesting. He was having a heart attack. He was having a heart attack. No, he just was partying too hard, going crazy. He was over the top person. He came running out and grabbed his keys from valet. I said, "Where you going?"
Drove himself?
He's like, I said, "Man, here's my card. Just let me know what I owe you." I said, "Where you going?" He said, "Hey, man." He says, "Hey, ER." I said, "Why?" He said, the heart's out, Will. The heart's done. I was like, you're fucking kidding me, right? He's like,
God.
I'll call you later. And he drove his fucking self to the hospital. He still comes to this day. He's lost weight. Yeah, he
Changed his life.
Yeah, he's changed his life, and he was like, yeah. I remember when I saw him like a year later, maybe he was in better shape. He's like, yeah, working back on my business, man. I'm taking care of myself. And then I saw the progression back to gaining a little weight, and then the next thing you know, you can tell he's partying a little bit. He's back at it, so I'm just waiting for the next moment where keys.
That's crazy though. Like at some point you gotta think like, okay, that's like my heart. I probably should not do this.
He loves the party, man. He loves the party. I had another customer go to the hospital too for alcohol poisoning.
What?
Yeah, I mean he's a known drunk. His family's actually asked me to can you please not, his mother, can you please not let my son in there anymore? I'm like, he's a grown man. And his brother is a lawyer, and his brother and I have spoken as well. He's like, as long as he doesn't drive, he's had like 5 DUIs. I'm like, if he drives, so the word is if he drives over, he's not allowed in. But he too has left the club and said, "I'm going to the ER. Will, I think I passed the he knows what he's done because it's happened before, so he knows when he's in trouble with alcohol. I mean, to the point where the bartender serves him straight soda water. And he thinks he's drinking, Yeah, he's like, yeah.
We're not really charging him though.
Yeah, no, it's
Not for the soda.
$2 for the soda water, maybe.
That's
you got to wash the glass.
It's a pretty crazy story. That's up there. You imagine if you'd have just fallen over. Like, what do you do?
That's
Do you know
crazy.
CPR?
Did you tell
No.
management?
Yeah.
No.
Did you
No.
tell management? Like this guy probably needs some
No.
help. Like,
No, I mean, he was fine when he walked out the room. So.
so that's all you cared about. It's like, my hour's up, buddy. You're
Right.
I'm done.
oh, man.
That's good.
What was your life leading up to becoming a dancer, like as far as socially or like dating life? Because I'm sure there's a difference between how you dated or hung out with people, your friendships before you did this and now. Like, do you still have the same friendships or boyfriends, or has that changed?
Kind of. I was in like a long-term relationship, and it was cool. It wasn't toxic at all, but I knew I wanted to do something. Like, I knew I wanted to get money, so that was not doing it for me.
You just said bye.
Fuck your feelings.
Honestly.
So you don't talk to him anymore.
No, I don't. I mean, we're on good terms, but he's very much Asheville, and I wanted to get out of there. So
So he's broke.
yeah.
But that does definitely take some courage for someone, because you're pretty young, right? How old are you?
18.
18. So for someone like 18, be like, I'm getting out of this town.
Right.
I'm doing, doing
Yeah.
something by myself. I mean, so, you definitely have some courage to
Well,
go out and
honestly-
get what you want. So make sure that you keep doing that with your life and not just get.
I'm like used to moving around because I've moved around a lot. My mom traveled a lot, so I haven't really lived in one place for a long time. So like moving around was easy for me.
It's fine. And like your friendships, do you keep the same Asheville friendships, or it's all new friendships now?
New friendships.
All new
I kind
friendships?
of started over.
Did
when
the
I
old
moved.
ones judge you for what you do?
No, not really, but we kind of fell off in our own way. So.
Yeah, well, that's good. At least
still
you're not receiving that.
Still at the Japanese restaurant, are they? Bitch. Look at her.
Honestly, yeah.
Now, some of your friendships you've recently made, I know some of them. They seem like you guys seem like a really cool clique together.
Yeah.
What do you guys do for fun?
Well, I try to get
Get money?
my friends to go out with me, but some of them are homebodies, so they're
Really?
not really trying to.
They
But I
don't
don't know
seem it.
anywhere. I know. I don't know anywhere in Charlotte, so I'm trying to get them to show me around. But all they want to do is stay home.
Stay at home, huh?
So
I thought you guys were talking the other day. I remember saying like the little Ratchet group or something like that.
What?
You guys were saying
What?
something like that. You were talking about being ratchet.
Well, I guess we both came from like small towns, so.
I see. All right. Well, I hope you guys get an opportunity to have fun together. You seem like
For sure.
you
We
said you
always
seem to
have
really
fun.
enjoy each other's company, and
Yeah.
it was funny talking to you guys.
I wanted to know if you had any negative experiences in this business, and does that sometimes? Do you want to do something else because of it, or
I don't know. I've definitely thought about, like, I definitely don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I don't really.
are you in school or not yet?
I'm looking for a school in Charlotte. I haven't started going yet, but
What are you interested in? What do you want to go to school for?
I kind of want to do like injections or something. Like
Nursing?
Yeah, get my RN.
It's hard work.
Yeah, but it pays.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've definitely had a lot of negative experiences in the club that like too many to count, so I don't really.
What is the one that really sticks through, or really is like, is
What really affects you?
Okay. Again, in my ratchet club, I there was a girl. A lot of the girls were like jealous. You think of a strip club and you hear like girls being competitive and like jealous. This was definitely the club for that. I got like laced. Like my drink got drugged by a dancer.
For free?
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't get like really robbed or taken advantage of, but I definitely got drugged. She was drugging other girls in the club. It was just weird. Like it was out of jealousy or something.
So what happened?
Nothing. I mean, I've done drugs. I can handle myself.
So you were like, whoa.
she was like,
Hell yeah!
next time,
This is going to be a good time.
next time too. Okay, next time too.
Unexpected fun.
But
Wasn't
Yeah.
expecting that.
Thank you.
What kind of drugs was it?
I don't know. Probably a roofie or something. I don't know really what it was, but I heard one of my friends that was working in there, she told me that she drugged her too. So.
So
Yeah.
all the girls are just roofied by this one entertainer.
Uh-huh.
So you walk in there, everybody's like, so for this one's like, hey.
And she's still working there. She's still working there. Like, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. The management knows.
That's a bad experience.
That's a serious experience
Yeah.
there, right?
But you're okay. That's terrible. But your job in general is it mostly positive, or
Yeah, the money is good.
what's the most you made in a night?
Not that much. Probably like 2,500.
Not that much.
Not that much.
But I don't know.
What
Like,
do you-
I've heard other dancers make a lot of money.
How many 18-year-olds out there make $2,500 in a day?
Shit, not many. $2,500 is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people don't even make that in a month.
Do you have goals? Like, do you set goals for yourself of how much money you want to make?
No, I need to start.
Yeah. Just kind of going with it.
I
you know?
kind of go with
It's
it.
like, it's just, there's more money here than what I spend, and we're good.
pretty much.
Do you have to when you go to work? Do you prepare yourself to be there in that space, or is it just kind of, all right, I'm going to work and that's it? Do you put any kind of thought into that, or no? A lot of people talk about energy and how they no.
I drink a couple Red Bulls and
And you're ready to
I'm
go?
ready. Yeah.
You straight.
Straight.
You seem pretty easy going. Just like,
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sometimes you put too much thought into shit.
Right.
Just got to put a foot in front of the other. Just keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah. I don't do too much.
Or a slipper.
So.
There you go. Wear my house shoes today. Feet hurt.
You have any questions for us?
Anything that intrigues you.
What you want to know, or
Has working in the club ever like affected your personal relationships?
yeah,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah, 'cause,
What
you
time
know,
is it? No, it's good. No.
I mean, yeah.
How much time do we have? No.
Well, we work with 50, 60, women that are all beautiful, and if somebody's not there, their minds can sometimes wonder. But I mean, at least on my end, it's always business. So it does affect the jealousy side sometimes,
Yeah.
for sure.
I bet.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's just not it's not the normal job, right? So
Right.
you're you not necessarily so much from our perspective, but from the other person's perspective. So like, they have to be, they sometimes, I mean, I don't know. Let me think about this better.
I mean, not make any mistakes.
Yeah, you
Can't
got to
say
think about
too
that.
much. Just kidding, no.
Too much.
No, I just think that it's not the norm, for someone's man to work with naked women,
Right.
So, what kind of person does it take to be okay with that? A very secure person,
Definitely.
And so, and then most people are not exposed to that world, so people have a lot of misconceptions, I think, and they form themselves thoughts about how it is. So when you meet somebody that has never been exposed to that world. Let's say they work for a bank or for a law firm or something like that, they may view you as something different, because people tend to judge, the book by the cover, so they judge the fact that you work at that place. So yeah, it's definitely not the easiest to establish a relationship from our perspective as a man. It's difficult for sure.
It's hard to explain. Before I was married, when I dated, if you dated somebody that wasn't in the business, it's impossible for them to grab the concept of that it's a job, and I think that's what really kills it, because you're like, no, she's just calling me because and it could be calling me because she's calling me because she needs to, or for whatever crazy reason it might seem plausible to us in the work environment, but to somebody not in the work environment, like, why is she calling you about her costume or her period or something of that nature, right? Why is this woman calling you? You're like, because she has this problem and she works for me. But so dating people that aren't in the business, it's tough. Yeah, it's tough.
And even when they're in the business, I mean, it's
at least sometimes you get a better understanding. Like, you know what I'm dealing with, when you're dating people that are in the business. But out of the business, it's like, and the worst part is, and you see it with customers too. A guy and a girl will come in, and the girl's like trying to be open. Yeah, we're having fun. We're gonna find him the best looking blonde. Let's have a good time. I had this the other day, right? She's partying. The lady's like, woo! She's screaming. She's throwing money. Yeah, go have fun. Go have fun. He's like, no. I'm like,
I know where this is going.
I'm like, we're gonna get you that blonde. And he's like, no. I'm like, she's like, get in the blonde, woo! Next thing you know, she's drinking. She goes to the bathroom. I'm like, the blonde's gonna come talk to you. He's like, okay. And she comes back like, she's like, she went to the second floor. The lady just started screaming her husband's name.
Oh, God.
Kevin!
I heard about this.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's like, what is wrong with her? I'm like, man, you got to take her out of here, dude. She's gone nuts. And she freaked out because he was talking to a girl. And, so that's just hard. It's like the idea that you guys are going to steal someone's soul and win them over and change their life. But you really
in 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, in 3.5 minutes,
Right.
20, 30, 40 bucks later, right? Right.
In reality, she's just going to take your wallet.
Yeah, that's all.
It,
She's going to take your money, man. He's going
She's
to take
not
his
taking
money.
your man.
Yeah. She don't want your man. She just wants his money.
Not at all.
Right.
That's funny. Man.
But it's hilarious to watch, and it happens all the time. We've had, ladies come in, like, at the front door, just to come in as customers, really nice and polite. And then you're like, oh, that was a really nice lady, And then the floor host or somebody come back, man, that lady just slapped the shit out of this dude. She's like, get on, let's go. Same guy, Kevin, let's go.
Yeah, it's like when couples come in there, especially it's like their first time, or if you see that. Sometimes you see that they're not happy from the get-go. That's even worse. Like, it's going to
I want to be here in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's just like you can just watch the progression of a couple.
Yeah.
And
I've definitely seen it.
and then all of a sudden they're like running out the door. She's
Yeah.
cussing them out. I mean, it just
Right.
happens. It just happens pretty.
When you dance, have you danced for couples or women or?
Yes,
You
and it's
prefer not to?
always awkward. I hate it. Usually the girl is the one that approaches me and is like, come dance for my husband. Like,
Kevin.
yeah,
Kevin.
like,
So you do a more reserved dance because the wife is there. Or the girlfriend's there.
no, like I do what they ask me to do, but it usually never ends up good, like how they wanted to. Like, I think it was like 2 nights ago, I was dancing for a couple, and she was like, come dance for my husband. I want to make him jealous. I can fuck him tonight. She ended up getting mad. They ended up getting in a fight. Like, I did what she asked me to do.
tonight.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Why don't you just take her?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you so much. I think when you see couples going, you see a lot of couples going into the places, but it's the ones that do better are the older couples.
Definitely.
They've had some experience.
They work through their issues.
They work through their issues.
They have a
For
comfort
sure.
zone. They have a trust.
Yeah, they're
Right.
kinky as fuck.
Right.
It's usually young ones are the ones that-
Usually the
Yeah.
wife too, the woman.
Yeah.
Like,
Do you in your experience, is it harder to dance for a woman than it is for a man? Because I know women are very touchy.
Yeah, it's not really the touchy thing. That's okay. But, like, I be trying to
That's
like,
okay.
I be trying
Just
to
a
like
girl.
grind on a dick that isn't there. You feel me? So I don't know like what I'm supposed to really do. Like,
That's
so I don't know. And they also don't want to spread their legs far enough. So it's like I'm stepping on their feet, and it's just awkward, honestly. But their husband always enjoys it.
Well, thank you for being so candid and sharing all your stories with us. We got to wrap it up.
We'd love to have you again.
Yeah, we'd love to have you again when you have more stories. You know, maybe
Yeah.
another year, and we'll see where it goes.
Another
And-
name, you know? New name next
So
time.
yeah, we got to wrap it
Okay.
up. Thank you guys for watching and following us, and make sure that you guys subscribe and check us out on Spotify.
All right.
Next.
What do you think?
That was so.
Next.